Welcome, everyone, to Scary Hours. Settle in, because tonight's story is a chilling tale that still haunts the local fishermen. Stark reminder that some things lurking in the deep should never be disturbed. They say some catches should never be reeled in. It began as a perfect evening, one of those quiet, reflective nights by the river. Just me, my fishing rod, and the tranquil whisper of the water flowing under a magnificent blood-red sky. The air, though, felt strangely heavy, charged with an unspoken tension, as if the entire riverbank was holding its breath, waiting for something to happen. I cast my line into the darkening water, the familiar motion, a small comfort against the growing unease. After a while I felt a tug. It was a strong pull, but it felt different. Not the frantic thrashing of a fish, but a dead, heavy weight. With a grunt of effort, I began to reel it in, my curiosity piqued. What emerged from the murky depths wasn't a fish. It was a child's shoe, small, soaked through, and disturbingly heavy, as if filled with mud and river stones. What sent a shiver down my spine was the fishing line tied tightly around its lace. I froze, my hand clutching the rod, just staring at this small, pathetic object dangling at the end of my line. Why was it here? Who did it belong to? My mind raced with grim possibilities. As I stood there, lost in thought, the calm surface of the water rippled. Not from the wind, but from below. Once, then twice. It was a deliberate, powerful movement, as if something massive was circling my small boat just beneath the surface. My heart started to pound in my chest. Then, the real horror began. Bubbles started rising all around the boat. Not the small, innocent kind, but large. Gassy pockets of air bursting on the surface with a foul, swampy smell. The water itself seemed to swell, rising unnaturally high against the sides of my vessel. I peered over the edge, my lantern casting a flickering, uncertain light onto the inky blackness, and that's when I saw it. Submerged just a few feet down, a pale face was staring up at me. Its eyes were wide open, milky and vacant, fixed on mine with an unnerving stillness. It was utterly motionless, a ghostly mask floating in the dark. My breath caught in my throat, a choked gasp that was swallowed by the silence of the river. The head began to lift from the water, a slow, agonizingly deliberate movement. Its long, dark hair drifted around it like tangled weeds. And its mouth stretched open, emitting a faint gargling sound that seemed to echo from the bottom of the riverbed itself. A sound of waterlogged lungs trying to speak. Pure instinctual terror seized me. I dropped my rod with a clatter, my only thought to get away, to sever any connection to this thing. But it was too late. The moment the rod hit the floor of the boat, the line, which should have gone slack, pulled violently tight. It was as if the rod itself had come alive, dragging me forward, pulling me toward the edge of the boat, toward the waiting face in the water. My hands trembled as I fumbled for my knife, desperate to cut the line. But something pulled back with incredible, inhuman strength. It felt like I was tied to the riverbed itself. From the dark water, a whisper slithered into the air horse, wet and sickeningly close. It said, "You took my bait." In that instant, my lantern, my only source of light and courage, flickered once, twice, and then died completely, plunging me into absolute, terrifying darkness. I stood there, paralyzed, trembling in the black silence, my ears straining against the frantic beating of my own heart. The night was utterly still, until I heard it again, a wet, labored sound, the sound of breathing right behind me. If this story sent a chill down your spine, please show your support by hitting that like button, following our channel, and subscribing for more terrifying true fishing horror stories. You'll only find them here. It's on Scary Hours. Thank you for listening.